On this episode, we're diving into every table service restaurant at Disney Springs and ranking our top 10 live on the spot. Today's April 14th, 2026, and this is episode 863 of the Main Street Magic Podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I'm your host, Jeremy Stein, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey guys!
If you want to be part of the community and join the conversation, get the latest theme park news, as well as live streams from the parks and resorts, head to Facebook and search for the Main Street Magic community and ask to join.
Make sure you check us out on the web at mainstmagic.com, as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mainstmagic, and on TikTok at MSM Podcast.
Planning a trip to Disneyland or Walt Disney World can be overwhelming and at times just downright frustrating. But don't worry, because Mouse Dining removes the frustration of booking Disney dining reservations, alerting you when they spot availability for your desired restaurant, date, meal, and time. Visit msmfriends.com to use this free service.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday.
Are you ready for your bucket list trip? Our trusted partner, MEI Travel, will handle the planning so you can focus on the memories. They offer free vacation planning services and have nearly 20 years of experience creating memorable vacations. Visit mainstmagic.com/travel for a fee-free, no-obligation quote today.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed our last dining review live. That was super fun.
Those are fun. I like
super
doing
good.
those. Let me know. I know that sometimes the sound on those is not the best. We use these lavalier wireless mics, but I did find some new tools that help clean it up a little better. So hopefully the sound on that last one was better than some of the previous ones. So as we continue to do things like these, we continue to tap into the technology resources. So hopefully that was good.
But today we are back in the studio.
Yes, we are.
After our senior girls' high school prom.
Crazy.
She's done with that.
It's the final countdown.
It is.
For a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So
Lacey still has 2 more years, thank God.
Yes, she does.
But yeah, there's a lot going on. A lot coming up. We go on our cruise. Well, I keep telling everybody because they're like, when are you leaving? And I'm like, well, technically next Sunday.
Right.
And today is Sunday. So in 1 week, we will be leaving for the cruise. Now,
Yeah, for Fort Lauderdale.
we will be going to Fort Lauderdale. We will be spending the night. But we will be on our way, and that's where I'm super, super excited.
Yeah. And as I know we said recently, of course, we're about 6 hours less, I guess, 5.5 or something from Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, it
So
depends, give or take.
It's a little bit of a drive, of course, but as we said before in a previous episode, when you are doing a cruise out of any port, get there the night early.
Yeah.
Or earlier. You know, if you got to fly in, whether you have to drive in, get in the night early. You know, it's going to save you so much hassle. Talk with Amy, MEI Travel, and have her find you a good spot to book you that night before so you can get up that morning, less stress. Like, it's so nice to know that we'll get to wake up that Monday morning of the cruise and be ready to go. Yeah, be there, you know, to be 10, 15 minutes or whatever it is, not even that, potentially from the port, and to just get up and kind of relax a little bit before we get on the ship and relax even more, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, but today we are going to, this turned into a series, so we'll see where it goes from here, where we rank table service restaurants in certain areas of Walt Disney World.
Okay.
So we did the first one. If you go back to episode 851, we did the monorail restaurant rankings. So all the monorail resorts and the restaurants that are inside them that are table service. From there, we went and we did the Skyliner resort restaurants. Today, we're going to do Disney Springs.
Okay.
And what makes this a little bit different is we don't have the rankings yet. We're going to do them live. Basically, we talk it out. This is how we would do it when we sit down and we do like, hey, here's our top 10 so-and-sos. This is basically the conversation we have prior to then hitting record and just listing them. So this way we're going to do it on the spot. Now, what we're going to do here is a little bit different than what we did in the past because there are 22 restaurants.
Oh, wow.
So we're not going to rank all 22 from like 22 down to number 1. What we're going to do is the top 10.
Okay.
So first, Rhonda, do you want to go ahead and read off all of the restaurants that will be a part of this? Again, these are table service restaurants that are located at Disney Springs.
Yeah, we have Chef Art Smith's Homecomin, City Works Eatery and Pour House, Enzo's Hideaway, Frontiera Cucina, Boathouse, Edison, House of Blues Restaurant and Bar, Haleo, Maria and Enzo's, Morimoto Asia, Paddlefish, Paradiso 37, Planet Hollywood, Raglan Road, Rainforest Cafe, Splitsville Dining Room, STK Steakhouse, Summer House on the Lake, Terralina, Crafted Italian, T-Rex, Wine Bar George, and last but not least, Wolfgang Puck.
All right, so here's how we'll do it. I've got a spreadsheet in front of us that lists all of those restaurants, and I think the easiest way to do it is to start to narrow it down. So what we normally do on the other two that we did is we say, all right, what do you think is the last one? What are the ones that are the worst? And again, when we say the worst, it's just they're not the best.
Paradiso 37.
Okay, well, you're getting ahead of yourself. So let's do this. Let's start with what we think the bottom 5 are. So let's just take 5 that we're going to take them completely out of the running. That leaves us then with 17 restaurants that will be left. So bottom 5, what are you going with? We'll immediately just move them out and that's it.
Paradiso 37.
Let's talk about Paradiso 37. Why do you say that?
Well, because the last time we've been there, I think the last time I've been there is with a girlfriend of mine.
You went and ate there by yourself without me?
Yes.
Okay. When
because I feel like 10 years. I mean, because we ate with the kids and Danny and Brittany.
Right. Before we went and saw Beauty and the Beast live action. So how many years has that been?
A long time.
Correct. And we had a perfectly fine meal that evening. And I'm not debating. I'm not saying this isn't going to move to the bottom 5. My question is why? Because we don't have really and this is part of the reason I think it does move over, because we have not eaten there in some time.
Right.
But I think people want to, and maybe it's well deserved. We don't really know. People want to poo-poo all over Paradiso 37 all the time. And I think that influences everyone else around it. And again, I'm not saying it's great or anything like that. John can certainly talk about Paradiso 37.
Right.
And there's plenty of people that have had more current experiences.
I think it doesn't fit at Disney Springs.
I will agree it no longer fits.
I think it
there
is
was a time and
old.
place for it.
Yes, I think it is old. It is back when I'm pretty sure it was back when
it's kind of like those Pleasure Island days.
Yes.
Well, yeah, and where this was, I think what Paradiso 37, if you just walk by, right, as much as we do,
mm-hmm.
you think of it as a place where you might go to check out happy hour because that is what they are posting everywhere, struggling to get people inside.
I would go there only specifically to drink.
Right.
And now that I don't anymore, I've never gone, let me say it like this. I've never gone there to eat. And I think the only reason we went there to eat because of Beauty and the Beast
mm-hmm.
was because literally they were the only place that could accommodate us.
Right.
Because there were so many of us.
Yes. And there might have even been more. I almost feel like somebody else met with us that didn't go to the movie, but I could be wrong.
And again, we were drinking back then.
Right.
So
still got the cup from that night right over here somewhere on this with all the other cups in there.
Uh-huh.
Trust me, it's there. Because you got the little light up cup when you got, whatever, the 20 something ounce beer. But would you be opposed? We're not going to make a plan to go there anytime soon, but would you be opposed the next time that we are walking around Disney Springs and going, where should we eat? That we don't end up at a City Works or something and we go to Paradiso 37? Or are you okay writing it off for the rest of your life?
I would be okay writing it off because there's so many other places I would rather go. I would rather go to Deluxe Burger, or I would probably rather do something we haven't done in a long time.
Okay.
So
Well,
Yeah.
it's going in our bottom 5.
Yeah.
Next, I would like to go ahead and move over, I think, Planet Hollywood.
Okay.
And again, it's not because it's bad. It is you know exactly what you're getting when you're going into Planet Hollywood.
Yeah.
Right? You're getting over the top bar food.
Right.
You're getting and we're not just talking food here. We want to talk atmosphere. We want to talk service. We want to talk theming, all of that. Theming for Planet Hollywood is pretty cool.
Yeah.
For people our age.
Of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Because it's still all the same stuff.
Right. That
from
was
our
there
age.
30 years ago.
Right. They
Right?
haven't updated and gone.
Exactly.
Hey, this movie came out in 2020.
2020 anything. Yeah. For sure.
So yeah.
Yeah. And again, the food, we've been in there. I can remember going in there one time. It was during one of those monsoons of Florida with the girls.
Yep.
And we went in and, it's Guy Fieri over the top bar food. And there's nothing wrong with it, but I think there's so many other places that you can get this type of food. I feel like Planet Hollywoods are few and far between. I'm not sure how many there are anymore.
Right.
It used to be a big thing at the time of the Hard Rocks and remember they had NASCAR Cafe, which I'm not 100% sure if it exists anymore. Yeah, they had a NASCAR Cafe. There was one up in Myrtle Beach near Broadway at the beach.
Well, then I never saw one here in Florida.
Yeah. And even, even Hard Rock, I mean, I would lump all these together. I think they're really cool. Like, I do enjoy still going to Planet Hollywood. And again, I say that not having been there in a while, but in walking around because it's made for us, for people our age.
Well, and to be fair, again, it's huge, so they can take you.
Yes, yeah. It's an easy place to eat, and it's safe. It is very safe in the sense that anybody can probably find something there.
Correct.
I remember going in there one time and sitting, I think it was Planet Hollywood, and the kids had like spaghetti.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they did.
So there is something for everyone.
100%.
I also remember going in there, and I believe it is on one of the stairwells going up to the next floor that they have the door from Titanic in it.
Yes, they do.
Rose is the worst character ever in a movie because there was so much room on that door for Jack.
Yeah.
There was tons, and you get to see it in person. You realize how big that door was.
Right.
And it's not even like it's your standard like door here in our house. Like it's bigger than that.
Right.
If anything, what she shouldn't have said like there's not room. She should have said, hey, the weight is maybe too much. Like if anything, that would have been the issue.
Right.
Is the overall weight, not the size of it, because you could have thrown a dance party on that door.
Yeah.
So I think Rose is an awful villain. All right. What else would you look at from this list that you would probably immediately move over into the bottom 5?
Probably T-Rex.
That's the next one I was going at. What reasons do you have for that other than it used to scare the bejesus out of Lacey?
Well, I mean, you almost could rope that and Rainforest together.
Yeah.
But I mean, we actually had some really good food more recently at Rainforest.
We have. We did not
but
at T-Rex.
At T-Rex, we
Yeah.
went and we sat at the bar with Talon
and Kaylin. We
because
got that appetizer platter.
Yep, and it was just frozen food.
It was
felt
pretty bad.
like that was just warmed up.
It was bad.
So
I agree with that. I do think that this is a place that is built on atmosphere. This is great for kids that aren't going to maybe be scared of dinosaurs. But
Correct.
There's no denying that. I do think it is a safe place. Mm-hmm. It's not always that easy to get into, though. You know?
Which is
funny. It can
funny.
be a hard reservation to get.
Yeah.
But it is one of those, somebody says, if one of your clients says to you, I've got a 6-year-old.
Right.
Where should we go eat at Disney Springs? First in your mind is probably going to be like T-Rex.
Or Rainforest.
Yeah, or Rainforest.
Depending on the child.
Right.
If it's boys, like I've got 4 boys and they're,
let's go there. Yep.
2, 4, 6, and 8, I'd be like, oh yeah. Go to T-Rex.
Now, do you automatically want to move Rainforest over there, or what else are you thinking? Let's talk about.
Well, let's go ahead and get. I'm shocked we didn't do STK from the beginning.
Okay, but.
Uh-oh.
I don't believe it's going to make our top 10, obviously.
No.
Based on our last experience.
But what's
can
the but?
Are you going to go with all of our STK experience on that last one only? We have eaten there multiple times, prior to that experience, we've had good experiences with the food. Again, it was never going to make our top 10.
Right.
But we have had good experiences with food. We've had good experience with service. I don't care for the atmosphere regardless because it's a steakhouse atmosphere.
The only time is nice is outside when it's nice in Florida. If it's not too hot.
Yeah. And to do like a lunch and sit out there and, I mean, not this past time, get that STK burger, but, they do have a good happy hour that we've always enjoyed. I don't love the atmosphere. I'm just trying to think if it moves into our bottom 5 because I know I don't know that we'll ever go back based on our last experience, but that's, again, only because there's so much else.
Correct.
So it would be hard. But if there were 5 or 6 restaurants only at Disney Springs, I don't think we would look so much at our last experience there.
Yeah. We
would look more towards all the experiences we had prior.
Right.
So do you, with all that said, do you want to go ahead and just move it into the bottom 5? I mean, in the end, it's not going to matter. It's just our way of getting to our top 10.
Yeah.
But do you want to go ahead and move it over? And then how do you feel about Rainforest? Are those, and let me throw one more in there that I don't know that you have officially dined at and would be the only reason it makes it into our bottom 5 is Wolfgang.
I was looking at that. Yeah.
I had a lunch there with my brother. Everything was great. I mean,
right.
This feels like another lifetime. I had a salmon burger that was really good. I don't remember what Alan got, but he enjoyed it. We got meatballs as an appetizer. They were wonderful. It's not a place that we've given a shot to. Like
right.
we have not given them a fair chance at all.
Yeah.
So let's round out the bottom 5 based on those 3: STK, Rainforest, and Wolfgang, unless there's something else that sticks out.
Well,
like
Wine Bar George.
Frontera Cucina.
Unfortunately, too.
When we were going there, when it first opened, we went there a lot, and we had nothing but wonderful experiences.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's to drink, really. You're not going for food, or
Who
are
isn't? You are going for food, I think.
Oh.
I think a lot of people would go for food because the food is excellent there.
We've never done that.
Right, only because we were still drinking at the time. So obviously we would have drinks with it.
Right, but
I'd go there in a heartbeat for food.
In 2 years, we haven't been, let's go to Wine Bar George and have some food. So that's where
Yes, it has the stigma of that's why you're going there, but I think the food stands on its own from all the experiences we had. There's no chance I would put it in the bottom 5.
Okay.
I wouldn't even put it close to the bottom 5.
Okay.
Not saying it makes a top 10. It could be an 11, but I would not move that one over to this area.
Okay.
I think we're looking at rounding this out with Wolfgang, with STK, with Rainforest.
Okay.
To be fair, we have not sat down and done a meal inside of Maria and Enzo's. We have done Enzo's Hideaway.
Oh, yeah, but that was really good.
They're sharing a kitchen. Agreed. But okay, let's round out these bottom 5. So what do you want to move over?
That's fine. What you just said.
Which of the 3?
All of them.
But that would make 6. I know it doesn't matter in the end. Okay, let's do this because I know your feelings on STK are strong. We're going to move that into our bottom 5.
Okay.
And I really do think that. I mean, that was the worst dining experience we've ever had at Disney. That last time. Maybe that and Monsieur Paul want to fight out, but Monsieur Paul has gone through a ton of changes since we went.
Right.
So we cannot really still hold them to that.
Correct.
STK's not technically gone through any changes when we dined there less than a year ago.
Yeah.
So we'll move that over. And then I'm just going to move Wolfgang because, we know that the quality of Rainforest, while we did not have those meals at this Rainforest, we had them at the Animal Kingdom one. We were very pleasantly surprised.
Yes.
In the food there.
Yes, we were.
So our bottom 5 is going to include Paradiso 37, Planet Hollywood, T-Rex, STK Steakhouse, and Wolfgang. I feel bad for Paradiso 37.
Why?
I just do. I don't know why.
Do you want to eat there?
I would. Just so we can then come back and say, everybody's right. Or, in our experience, everybody was a little bit wrong. We'll see what it comes down to. But
okay.
All right, now let's move into, this is kind of be our other. We got to put, 7 more over in this spot. I would say let's move Maria and Enzo's just because we know it's not going to make our top 10 because we have not dined within that actual establishment.
Right. Okay.
Enzo's we have.
Okay.
Right. So Enzo's is still on the board. How do you feel about moving over paddlefish?
Yeah.
Which we have not done in a sit down full meal.
Correct.
We have eaten up top on that outdoor area, which I love. I love their crab Louis fries.
I just started
we've
saying,
had
I
some
don't
wonderful
think
things up there.
I think that's
Crab
almost
cakes.
all we've had, though.
It is. Yeah. Well, and they had crab cakes
Yeah.
up there one time. But again, we're going to move it over just to give it a fair, just to be fair about it. Frontera Cucina. We have not dined here in some time, but we did dine there a few times before. We have had a very good experience. Food, service, atmosphere, cleanliness. We've had a very bad one.
Oh, I had to think of where this was and where. Okay, yeah.
Where everything, again, one of those times, it was like STK night and day.
Right. Yep.
Where within probably a year of each other, we had two dining experiences that were on complete opposite sides of the spectrum.
Right.
I think because of that, you have to look at consistency and therefore move it into this other batch.
Okay.
Right? Look, if I go to the bathroom and there's poo on the wall, you're going way down my list. And that's what occurred when I went there. So I don't know if it was kid poo, adult poo.
Awful.
It really doesn't matter. It was poo. Right? So I just don't think that it can stay anywhere in the top 10. It is a spot I wouldn't mind going back to. And a lot of these, even though we don't drink now, I wouldn't mind going back, sitting at the bar just to have like some apps or split a meal and not take up a full table for us just, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I think it needs to go back on that list. You know, there's times where we are walking around Disney Springs. Where do we go?
Right.
And where have we ended up lately? CityWorks. Right?
Yeah, I haven't been excited about that, but thank God I have had some pretty decent food.
Because it's safe.
It is.
It's easy to get into. And there is something for everyone.
There is, but it is not something I think of when I'm at Disney Springs and I'm like, ooh, this is good food.
Do you want to automatically move it to other? Or do you think we save and maybe look at its top 10-ness? And once we're here, we can move stuff around. You know, we make it down and go, oh, wait, you know what? This doesn't belong in the top 10. Let's swap one. Like, this isn't set. I'm not chiseling this into a rock. It's on a spreadsheet. I can copy and paste all I want. So,
I
would have a hard time already not giving it a fair shot at top 10. I think it may make it.
I think if it does make it for sure, it'll be number 10.
It could be. It could be 10 or 9.
Because it's always, to me, it would be a 10 because A, you can always get in. Mm-hmm. You can sit at one of the bars, mm-hmm. and B, we haven't actually had bad food. It's just food.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's now my steak actually salad this last time was very good.
Yeah. I think it's a step above food. You know, when I think you're going to put at you know what you get in the sense of like Planet Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
Like those places are the ones like you know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And you have a shot for it to not be good. I think with CityWorks, you kind of know what you get, good. But then you're going to try it and you're going to be like, you know what? That's a little better than I thought.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't expect this steak salad to be this good because if you had that exact same steak salad at Rainforest, Planet Hollywood, you're probably going to go like, yeah, this was good. Yeah, so let's leave CityWorks for now, maybe.
Yeah. Again, that's fine because it's just like, you know, I remember the last time we were going there, I was like, oh man, really? Like, just because I feel like there's so many other good food. Like, yeah. I mean, sometimes I'd almost rather sit down at Pizza Ponte. So
who wouldn't, right?
But I'm just saying,
which is not on our list because it is not a table service restaurant,
right? But
Rhonda would automatically put it to number 1.
I'm just saying because that's my whole point. Like, you know, when you do say CityWorks, I'm always like, ugh. But there's to me, there could be so many other good.
Well, here's what we need to do the next time we're wandering around Disney Springs and we go, hey, let's get Pizza Ponte. We need to say no. Let's go sit down at Wolfgang and get a pizza there. Or, you know what I mean? Like that's where or no, let's go share a pasta dish at Maria and Enzo's or something like that. I would go ahead and say now I think we're safe moving Rainforest over into this other pile, right?
Yes.
And I'm with you now on Wine Bar George putting it here.
Why?
Only because
what changed your mind?
Because I didn't. You wanted to put it in bottom 5. You were talking about bottom 5.
Oh.
You know, I think that if you go to folks that consistently do go to Wine Bar George, and that's fine if they're going there for a glass of wine or whatever it may be, and they're getting food, even on the food level, they're going to rank it up in their top 10.
Right.
I'm only putting it over here because we can't really give it the fair chance we need because we have not dined there in over 2 years.
Okay.
So it's another opportunity. But you remember we used to go and get like the mac and cheese bites, the flaming cheese that we loved. I mean,
but again, these are all this is not food that you're like, ooh, let's sit down and have a dinner.
But they do have
food
there
because we've always had
correct. We've always done appetizers, drinks, whatever
I'm
it
just,
may be.
Again, like,
but
making
the
sure.
atmosphere is outstanding. The service has always been incredible.
It's beautiful.
I mean, half the time, George Milanotes, or however you pronounce it, is there. I mean, I remember one of the times I went, and when I was drinking wine, and I was asking for something, and the waiter was like, or the bartender was like, hey, what kind of stuff do you like? And I was like, well, I like it sweeter, like a Riesling or this or that. And they said, okay. And they came back and were like, yeah, I just talked to George and he recommended this one. Like, so he was in the back and he will often, I think it could easily make top 10, but this is our opinions and this is based on experiences.
Right.
And we don't have a lot of recent ones. Mm-mm. Okay. We got technically 2 more that need to fit over into other, and let's talk about one that is probably gonna maybe cause a stink. I'm gonna say Raglan Road.
Oh,
because Raglan Road, we have had some good experiences there. Look, atmosphere has always been outstanding.
Oh yeah,
right. You can't beat the atmosphere here. There's nothing else like it. I love it. But we have had some discrepancies, let's say, in the food when we have been before.
Yeah.
We've had some, and even when it has been good, I don't think that I personally could say it's ever been really good.
I agree with that.
Like, we were never going to Raglan Road for the food.
No.
We were going for the atmosphere, for the drinks.
Correct.
For the entertainment.
Even my shepherd's pie, I wasn't like, oh my God, I want to go back.
And they should be doing that
100%.
I remember having a burger there one time. We went with Lucy and Caleb. We were sitting right there near the front, near the dancers. And it just not being a good experience. That might have been when you had the shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
I think maybe I had a burger or something. It just was like, this isn't the best.
Yeah.
So we're going to move Raglan. I know some people may not love that. And then I would say probably we moved Terralina. We had a great experience there, but we've only dined there once. Remember when the two of us you and I both sat down?
It was good.
It was really good.
It was really good.
But we've only dined there once. And if you talk to most folks, this is going to be like a 50-50, not the best. Sometimes it's good. I think if you talk to somebody who grew up in an Italian household, a lot of times they're going to act like, eh. So are you okay with that going to other, or do you see something else on our list you would rather move over?
Well,
because we did have I loved it there, but we haven't been back.
Right. I mean, how do you feel about House of Blues? Like, because the only time we've really loved the food was when we had a brunch, which was how many years ago now? We can't even talk about it.
Dinner there. We sat one time last minute with Kat and Michael in a booth, and we all had wonderful experiences with the dinner. We've sat at the bar. I remember sitting at the bar one time and having tacos, maybe before a show or something.
Yeah, you
that
did.
Were really good. Here's where I will say about House of Blues. Do we put House of Blues on a higher pedestal because we never expected much? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there are places you can go and you have high expectations and they can meet them, or they can be lower. When they're lower, it doesn't mean it's not good. You just thought too much of it.
Well, and more recently, when we have eaten at House of Blues, again, Kat and Michael, and every time we've been inside, we've been drinking.
True.
Now we don't, and we've been sitting on the patio, and I've not enjoyed their food.
That's different food.
Okay.
That's not in restaurant food.
And I understand that, but I'm just saying again. Yeah. So, it's been over 2 solid years, if not more, 3,
Correct.
4 years since we've had inside House of Blues.
Correct. So what do you want to move that over instead of Terralina? What do you think Terralina is going to do on our top 10? That would be my question. You know what I mean?
I mean,
based on one experience.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So, I mean, whatever. I guess, sure, you can take it out and put an other, but then I feel like House of Blues would go number 10 then, and like City Works would actually be number 9.
Okay, let's say this. Either Terralina or House of Blues, in your opinion, is going to be number 10. It's just a matter of which goes in
Probably.
Which. Okay, then I will...
Because even Terralina was really, really good, and we had a great experience.
We did.
Period.
Okay.
I mean, now, again... This has been over 2 years ago because
it's been less than 2.
Oh, it has.
Yeah.
We drinking. We weren't drinking.
I think it was one of the first times we car camped. Well, it was a couple times in of car camping, but it has been within the 2 years, the last 2 years that we did Terralina. We did not have alcoholic beverages there. So we had we sat that little 2-person table.
That's right.
Normally, this is one where I would remember our server's name. And I can picture him in my head if I close my eyes.
That's weird.
Because he was wonderful.
Yeah.
So Terralina will move to number 10, and House of Blues is going to sit in our other, which means that...
City Works will go to 9.
Okay.
What?
All right, here's what we have left, right?
Oh, yeah.
We've got Art Smith's, Homecomin. We got City Works. We got Enzo's Hideaway. We got the Boathouse, the Edison... Haleo, Morimoto, Splitsville, and Summerhouse on the lake. I really like Splitsville a lot. I think it is underrated for its food. I think it has, it's another one of those places where you want pizza? You get it. You want a burger? You can get it. Do you want chicken tenders? Yeah. Do you want sushi? Yeah. The only reason that I personally don't want to put it ahead of City Works is because they put fruit on their sushi. I don't care for that at all.
Oh, that's the only reason. That's
gross.
The dumbest reason ever.
I did not like it.
Because Splitsville, to me, probably has better food than City Works.
I will agree with that.
So
I will agree with that. Just don't put fruit on your sushi, please. Guys.
I mean, they try to do.
They do. Here's the thing, though. But here's the thing. Their sushi that I do like is some of the best on property. You know, it really, really is. And there's not a lot of places you can get sushi on property. And it is good sushi. Their pizza is really good. And they try different things. I remember I was there by myself, wandering around Disney Springs. I walked into Bongos to look for something to eat when that existed. Gloria Stefan's Bongos, which is now Haleo. Or is that Summerhouse? Is it Haleo? It's within that area, right?
Yeah.
And it was so loud, like I couldn't even think. And it was like party time. It was like this was 10 o'clock at night or something. And so I was like, I'm not doing this. So I went over to Splitsville and I sat on the inside bar area that backs up to the bowling alleys. And they had this, I think it was pig and fig pizza. So it was like pork and fig. It was amazing. It was so good. I do think their food is very, very good. All that being said, are you moving Splitsville? Okay, so we got number 10 is Terralina. Number 9 is City Works. Are you moving Splitsville to number 8? Or is there something else you would put there? And I'm only going to bring up Enzo's. Enzo's Hideaway has been outstanding when we've been there. In the atmosphere. You want to talk about being transported?
Yeah.
Like, you really feel like you are in a hideaway speakeasy bar.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Okay,
and the food was really good.
So Splitsville to number 8?
Yeah.
All right,
I could put Enzo's probably at 7.
7? All right, so Enzo's number 7. Whether you're sitting at the bar, whether you're sitting at a booth, service has always been good. They have an incredible charcuterie. The pasta and stuff was outstanding when we had it. I remember going over there. This would have been over 2 years ago, but we were a day trip for IAPA, and it was rainy. And we said, let's go to Disney Springs and grab lunch before we went home. Yep. And we sat in that booth over in the corner at Enzo's. And it was amazing. Yeah. Service was outstanding. And it was the perfect place to eat with the way the weather was outside.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even though you couldn't see the weather outside, you could feel it.
Yeah.
And it really is like being at this cool speakeasy. Yeah. And you feel even cooler when you have to use the bathroom. because you walk through that back area that takes you over into Edison.
Yeah.
Because this is literally in the basement, basically, of the Edison and Maria and Enzo's. So that will move to number 7. All right. Let's look at number 6. How are you feeling about that one? I personally am probably looking maybe at the Edison.
That's what I was thinking too.
I think the Edison has really great food. I think it is elevated bar food, though, still. Would you agree? I mean, it's elevated bar food, but it is good.
Yeah.
You know, like who would think, hey,
I don't know if
hey man, you're going to the Edison? You got to get a couple pieces of bacon hanging from a wire, right? And you're like, that is stupid. And how much does it cost? You're an idiot. And then you order it and you eat it and you're like, okay, this is good bacon.
Yeah.
They have wonderful both alcoholic cocktails.
Oh, and
some of the best on property, and they might have the best overall non-alcoholic or zero proof, I think, as well. You know, I think there's individual non-alcoholic drinks that are better at other places, but this has the best collection with having several of them. So are you cool with it at number 6, or do you think it should be higher up?
No, I think number 6.
Okay. What are you looking at number This is where it's hard. I don't want to just jump to number 1 or 2 or 3. Sometimes it's easier to do that and see what's left over, but I like kind of counting down.
Yeah,
so
number
what would
5,
you put at 5?
I would say Haleo.
Haleo? Okay. Yeah. I think I'm agreeing. Yeah, that's what's hard. Because right now we're getting into our top 5, and all 5 of these are outstanding restaurants.
Yes, they are.
You know, all 5 of these, if someone said, name places I got to eat at Disney, a lot of these are going to pop up. And that's all off property. I think it's so hard because there's so much there, but
at Haleo,
unless you're doing paella, really, like this is mostly all tapas and small plates.
And
so when you're building
right when it's good, it's good. It's just
we have had a few misses.
But it is a specific kind of food.
It varies.
Where everything else, I feel like.
I mean, no. Here, I think I know where you're heading, and here's what I'll say. Right, because you are so specific.
Yeah.
This is one where somebody says, "Man, where should I eat at Disney Springs?" You're not going to automatically recommend Haleo because you're going to lead it off with a certain question. Do you like Spanish food and tapas?
Correct.
If they say yes, you go Haleo. If
right.
they say no, you go to one of these other 4. And if they say, what the heck is that? Then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're right. You have to have a defining question to recommend this.
I feel like there's been times before where you've said we're going to go to Haleo, and I'm like, oh, man. Because I can't go... I want a burger.
I just want a regular burger.
I want something. No, I have to have.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And I'm like,
okay. All right, we're moving into our top 4, and everyone can say what they want. I say Homecomin.
Oh, I'd put Summer House over Home. I'd put Summer House at 4, and then Homecomin, because unfortunately, of our more recent experience in Summer House.
Oh, that pizza. We sat at the bar and got that pizza that was just
for
awful.
You, and then I liked my. I mean, I don't feel like you can mess Brussels sprouts up that much, but I have liked the Homecomin food. Yeah, way more.
All right, okay.
You can't
I agree with you.
base Homecomin on just your chicken.
I'm not basing it on just the fried chicken.
Come on, man.
I'm not basing it on just the fried chicken. I promise. I am not.
We've had brunch from Homecomin. Yeah. We've had so much food from Homecomin that is so good.
We have. You are correct.
We really have.
There was even a time where I ate a deviled egg and was like, this is a pretty good deviled egg.
Yeah.
And I ate a cucumber, which had spent some time in a liquid, which some would describe as pickling, but I would not. So I did have
you just didn't have a good experience when we had the chicken, and everything else was good. Everybody else loved their food. I loved mine.
Yep.
And
there's been so many times we've gone and we sat at the bar,
and
just eaten the mac and cheese or gotten the thigh-high chicken biscuits.
Oh, those are so good.
Three Bridges, when they had the chicken biscuits, I will take it to my grave, were still better than the Homecomin chicken biscuits. I'm just saying.
Whatever.
Okay, so we are down to our top 3 with Morimoto, Boathouse, and Homecomin. I don't know if I want to kind of put this in the same discussion that we had Haleo, but Morimoto is very specific in being Asian cuisine.
Yeah, but that's still different.
Do they have a lot of options.
They do. I feel like because like if I wanted noodles, I could get that.
Right.
Like there's still many different things. You can get sushi.
Yes.
You can get ribs, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
You can get duck.
Yep.
You can get
Yep.
I'd be okay with putting it at number 2 for sure.
At Morimoto?
Yeah.
Then what are you putting at number 3?
I said chef. Art
You
Smith's.
said put Art Smith's at number 3?
Yeah.
Okay. This going to leave us with the Boathouse at number 1 overall?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We have not had anything bad
Other
that
than
I
shrimp.
remember.
And to be honest,
And
that's
it
a running
wasn't
joke.
bad.
It wasn't bad.
It was
was
just
fun. Yeah.
shocking that here we are at the Boathouse.
Right.
That when you walk in the door has seafood sitting on ice.
Right.
With where the oysters come from, where this is, where that is. And then I order something that has some shrimp on it, and it is these tiny little
babies. Quarter shrimp.
maybe.
But here's the thing.
Nickel.
Here's the thing, though. They still taste like shrimp.
Yeah, they did. They
You know
were.
what I mean?
It was just the whole point. And I know we joke, but the true joke is we are pretty much going to a air quote unquote seafood restaurant. And you get these tiny little shrimp that look like they came out of the freezer.
Yeah.
And that was just the joke. I never said it was bad.
Right.
It wasn't.
It's always been the running joke.
It's just been the big.
But okay, well, let's work our way back down to there. So we're looking at number 3. Then you want to put Homecomin?
Absolutely.
Right?
Homecomin is amazing.
It
You
is.
cannot say it's not.
Yeah.
Yes, you can say you didn't have a great experience with
the
the
fried
chicken,
But every other time it's been
but
outstanding.
everything has been good.
Yep. And how many times have we last minute gotten a chance to sit outside
Yeah,
with
100%.
a group
100%.
and just have amazing food?
Yeah.
The service, I can't think of a time where the service wasn't A++.
Correct.
Again, Art Smith is known to show up there and be walking around. Their brunch is outstanding.
Their brunch is so good.
Their collection of both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages are outstanding. You know, you've got the refillable bottle that you used to use all the time. You can also take it over to Splitsville to get refilled there because they're owned by the same company.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Homecomin coming in at 3 makes sense. Morimoto, I mean, you know, I think the ribs alone are one of the best dishes on property.
Mm-hmm.
And we have never had a bad experience
No.
there. Everything's been good. And we have not sat down, you and I, and had the duck to split, but when we went for Karen's birthday, her and Jill got it. We got to taste it. It was amazing. So I think that's fair. And then, getting back to the Boathouse and the shrimp, it's just been one of those running jokes.
Right.
But you're right. It's always had the flavor of shrimp. We know not to get a dish there potentially with shrimp in that manner.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the lobster rolls, holy moly, one of the best things on property.
And the one off the menu you actually tasted and you liked.
I love the off. I love the off menu because that's the hot buttered.
Right.
The on menu is the cold.
That's what I was saying.
Mayo based lemon.
Well,
aioli
but
based.
it was
but
a
both are
lemon
outstanding.
herb.
Yeah.
It did. Sure. If it was made with mayo, it is made with a nice light
They're making
where you
it.
can't tell.
Yeah, it tastes like they're making the mayo. It's
Right.
not like it's miracle
Correct.
whip out of a jar.
Yeah.
And it's.
And the
It's
sliders,
lobster
you
forward.
eat that.
I've said this a million times. I think that the filet mignon sliders are the best single bite on property.
Yeah.
Like if all you could take is one bite, I would go back for that.
And
again
I've had
again.
salads. Anything I've eaten, Rob and Tina love to eat
rolls,
there. The rolls,
brunch is outstanding. The
So good.
appetizers, this might have one of the best collection of appetizers. The filet mignon sliders are under the appetizer list.
Correct.
Right? The shrimp, the time that we sat out, like we're when we go in July, like we want to go have lunch there.
Yep.
We're gonna have lunch there, I think, with Rob and Tina, because we've not been there with them in forever, and like I can't wait to sit, hopefully outside.
Yep.
I mean, it's July, it could be blistering hot, but whatever, it's worth it. Even sitting, after, I mean, heck, look at how we have ended 2 momentum days the past 2 years
Because again,
at Boathouse.
what was the question?
Yeah.
We're at Disney Springs. We want good food.
Yeah.
And I was like, Boathouse. I mean, it is so good.
Well, I'm
So-
glad that it made number one. I don't know that I would have immediately thrown it
I
up
would've.
there. I would have thrown it in the top 3 immediately.
I probably would have said,
said number
Boathouse number one
All
for
right.
sure. If
Well,
you would
let's-
have said, out of these 22,
Yeah.
what would you say would be your number one? I would say Boathouse because, I mean, you're talking the atmosphere. You're talking, it's so fun to be when it is a warmer day out by the
On a little
bar
floating docks
over
or
there.
over on the-
Oh,
sitting at the bar
so
there.
cool.
Even, man, their oysters
Inside,
Rockefeller we've had
so
there that are
good.
delicious.
So
like,
good. The food is just fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a great place. Yeah.
All right. Well, here's our final rankings. Why don't you read our bottom 5 in no specific order?
Okay, so bottom 5 in no specific order is Paradise 37, Planet Hollywood, T-Rex, STK Steakhouse, and Wolfgang Puck.
All right. Now read off our others. These just didn't make the cut of the top 10.
And again, in no specific order, Maria and Enzo's, Paddlefish, Frontiera Cucino, Rainforest Cafe, Wine Bar George, Raglan Road, and House of Blues.
And finally, read off our top 10, which are in a specific order
Yes.
from 10 to 1.
And number 10, Terralina Crafted Italiana, City Works Eatery and Poorhouse, Splitsville Dining Room, Enzo's Hideaway, 6, The Edison, 5, Haleo, 4, Summer House, number 3, Chef Art Smith, Homecomin, 2, Morimoto, and number 1, The Boathouse.
Congratulations, Boathouse.
Yes.
In the bottom 5, if you had to recommend one, which one would you recommend, though? Out of those bottom 5.
I would probably say Wolfgang Puck,
I
even though
would
I've
too.
never eaten there.
I would too. What about the others? Those 7 that didn't make the cut. If you had to because these are, let's be honest, these are 7 great restaurants.
Maria and Enzo's.
Maria and Enzo's. I would go House of Blues. Look, I still direct people to House of Blues for brunch when they're asking about brunch.
Do you?
So, but congratulations, Boathouse. You are the winner of the Main Street Magic official live on the spot restaurant rankings at Disney Springs. Your trophy will be in the mail soon, so keep an eye out for that. And next time we're there, getting filet mignon sliders.
Yeah.
The only thing
Please
I wish,
don't. Try something new.
the only thing
That's what I
wish
do.
is that it came in 4s.
There's 3.
There's 3.
Why do you care if it comes in 4? Why would you want 4?
Because if we go and we sit down with another couple, normally I'm eating it as my
Oh.
meal. But if you go and you sit down, normally you're going to be in even numbers a lot of the time.
Oh.
So if we went with
Rob and
whoever,
Tina.
Rob and Tina, or any other couple, or multiples. Now, when you get to multiples of couples, now if you have 3 couples, you get 2 of these, and then each person gets one. That's my only thing. So the real question is, who doesn't get one if we go with Rob and Tina?
That would be me. It'd be fine.
No, I'll split one with you because we've had them plenty of times. But congratulations again, Boathouse. Again, these are our opinions. These are based on our experiences. We'll look at working some of these into the rotations as we often walk around Disney Springs and say, what do we eat? Mm-hmm. Let's go to Pizza Ponte.
Yeah.
We're probably still going to end up. Here's what we'll do: is
so
we'll go to
good.
one of these places, and then on the way out, we'll get Pizza Ponte for the road.
Okay.
I think that's a good deal. All right, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Got a couple fun episodes before we head out on the Disney Destiny. Of course, we'll do multiple episodes once we get back. So if you want to hear all about our experience, go ahead and hit subscribe and get brand new episodes every single Tuesday and Friday. And then Rhonda and I, we'd be so very thankful if you could please leave us a rating and review.
Because it helps our show grow.
That's all we've got, and we'll see you real soon.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you. Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.